alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon all of you. Brilliant morning and special day. Dr. Najah Rashid Al-Zayani, Vice Chairman, Dr. Qasim Aradati, Managing Director, Mr. Praveen Kumar, Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Majid Aradati, Chief Operation Officer, Dr. Abdul Karim Azzawi, Medical Director, BSH Management, BSH family members, distinguished guests from all sectors, valued partners from healthcare sectors, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a massive pleasure to have all of you today. I am extremely privileged to have this opportunity to address you all at this wonderful occasion for celebration the World Heart Day. We would like to welcome all of you to this special celebration event, and we trust it will be a great moment to participate and join the world in shedding light on heart health. World Heart Day, 29 September, is an opportunity for everyone to stop and consider how best to use heart for humanity, nature, and for you. Beating cardiovascular disease is something that matters to every beating heart. Created by the World Heart Federation's World Heart Day inform people around the globe that cardiovascular disease, including heart disease and stroke, is the world leading cause of death, claiming 18.6 million lives each year, and highlights the action that individuals can take to prevent and control cardiovascular disease. This year's theme of World Heart Day is under the title of Use Heart for Every Heart. Use heart means to think differently, to make the right decision, to act with courage, to help others, to engage with this important cause. The heart is the only organ you can hear and feel, and it is the first and the last sign of life. We would World Heart Day messages to reach as many individuals as possible to help achieve cardiovascular health for every heart. This event provides a valuable platform to represent the perspectives of medical expertise and leaders. Now, I would like to welcome Dr. Abdulaziz Azzawi on the stage to deliver his keynote speech. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Morning, everybody. We are welcoming you in our home in BSH as we are going to celebrate the Heart Day. The first thing I would like to make a very big thanks to the management who decided to open our center, and that was in December 2019. From that time till now, thanks God, we have more than our 500 plus procedure done in the cath lab, and that's all with the very good performance of our cath lab physicians and also nurses, and of course the support of the management for their work. And I'd like Dr. Qasim Aradati to start our meeting.
Thanks, Dr. Abdul Karim. It has been a knowledge and awareness inspiring speech. Now we are welcoming Dr. Qasim to give his keynote speech.
Good morning, everybody. I'm very happy to be here today celebrating World Heart Day. And it is really a very significant event, particularly because it's held here at BSH. We really, about 3 years ago, even before opening the cardiac center, we had many steps into the preparation and opening up of this center, and we were very much excited in December 2019. But the events that led to that really preceded that by a couple of years. There were many visits and many events that happened between us and Apollo Center in Hyderabad to reach that very momentous occasion. We were very proud at the time of opening our cardiac center that we had the delegate from Hyderabad Apollo Cardiac Center led by Israeli, who is who is the managing director of the Apollo Hospital Group, sharing with us, and I'm sure that we saw a picture here together with the delegates that were very important for the family center. Did not the center open, we really did not expect the success that we have been able to achieve today. We did not predict that we will be reaching these 500 numbers very soon. I'm very proud to say that we were able to achieve that, and we are beginning to serve more advanced services in the finance. World Heart Day is very important for us because it brings us up to be aware of the significance of heart disease in our communities. And this is globally all over the world. We have too many diseases that we can treat, but we have too many diseases also that we can prevent. And prevention is really very important. Whether it's in relation to vascular disease, kidney disease, obesity, diabetes, because all these will lead, unfortunately, to the effect on the heart blood vessels. So it is a plea right now for everybody to be aware of what can we do to prevent heart disease. Of course, we are ready to treat, but what is more significant in the community is what we can do actually to do as much as possible to prevent cardiac disease. Changing lifestyle, exercising regularly, managing our diet. All of these things are quite important. That should be not second hand, but first hand for all of us to be able to maintain good health, not only for the heart, but for the whole body. So this is the key, especially from me to everybody in the community, to be aware that it is in our hand to do as much as possible to prevent the cardiac disease and its complications. We are ready to see, but we will be much happier if we can prevent all of these complications from happening. And I'm looking forward to a very successful day. And thank you all for attending this event. It means a lot for us to be sharing this activity with as many people, as many members of the community as possible. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a very good day.
Thank you, Dr. Qasim, for your instrumental insight highlighted and your valuable speech. Challenges of heart diseases can be addressed effectively through collaborative effects and high standard care. In May 2012, World led commitment to reduce global mortality for non-communicable diseases by 25% by 2025. Cardiac vascular disease is unaccountable for nearly half of non-communicable diseases death, making it world's #1 killer. World Heart Day is therefore the perfect platform for the Cardiovascular Disease Committee to unite in the fight against cardiovascular disease and reduce the global disease burden. Now, I would like to welcome Dr. Abdulaziz Asad, Interventional Cardiologist Director, Cath Lab BSH Apollo Heart Center, Bahrain. Welcome to the stage. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Qasim, Dr. Zalvi, that's from here. My friends from the hospital and from all of the Today is a very important day for us, and I would like to recall a few events that happened before I was brought to this hospital. And I came to Bahrain first in May 2019, and this was a meeting with the management, and I met Dr. Qasim, Dr. Nazari, Dr. Najah, Dr. Jafar was there that time, and we had a meeting that day, and we spoke about establishing a cath. But there were a lot of people who said, oh, don't go there, Bahrain is one country, there are a lot of difficulties, setting up a cath lab is very difficult, without being allowed to set a cath lab at all. But somebody also told me, Dr. Najah, Dr. Qasim have decided that determined to pull off this cath lab, they will do it. I was very convinced, and then we started this process. And I came back in October 2019, and December we launched cath lab. Since then we've done 500 plus procedures, out of which about 400 have been coronary procedures, about 100 record have been peripheral and vascular procedures. A lot of these patients were actually very sick, patients currently with massive heart attack. There were patients who were brought in with very slow heart rates as low as 40, with very low blood pressures, like in the range of 60 to 70. On the verge of collapse, a couple of patients had arrested already before they came here. They were very, very sick patients. We had to pick up these patients to the cath lab immediately, and then the patients had fared very well, the outcomes have been very well. And this has all been possible with the team effort, with the support from the management, of course, Dr. Qasim, Dr. Zavi, Dr. Nazar have been supported throughout, the medical team, the people from the emergency room, the nurses, the technicians, and I'm actually very proud to say that our what we call as the door to balloon time is very, very effective. Door to balloon time is the time from which the patient comes to the door of the hospital and is taken to the cath lab and the blood flow is re-established. So the world over, the standard should be about 90 minutes, and we maintain it around 45 minutes or so, as in the case. And so this is because all of us are very, very committed, very, very dedicated, and within minutes, the team is here ready and we want to start this process. So, like Dr. Qasim said, it's very, very important not just to treat heart disease, but to prevent heart disease. So in the prevention aspect, we have been involved from the cardiology side. We've conducted multiple camps, we've had multiple packages where we've gone into the patient side. The whole of this month has been that of going to the patient's offices, their apartments, identifying people at risk and counseling them about how to prevent heart disease. And this has been achieved via our marketing team, who have been very prompt this year, with a lot of push from our CEO, who has been really pushing the marketing team to go out and reach out to the public and create awareness about heart disease in Bahrain. Heart disease in Bahrain is extensive. About 1/5 of deaths, and it's about 20% of people who die in Bahrain are dying because of heart disease. That's a lot. That's a huge number. And also part of the problem is difficult access to good health centers, wherein the probability of doing pulmonary intervention is there. So we have offered this unique initiative from here, wherein people can approach us directly, where we can prevent diseases as well as treat. And when it comes to the management of heart disease, of heart attack, it is very, very imperative that the people be fast. The more minutes you lose, the more muscle the patient loses, the more chances that the patient may die or have a worse outcome. So all this has been possible. Right from the beginning, the management has been very, very supportive. Physicians have been very, very supportive. Our doctors, our nurses, the whole hospital have been very, very supportive. Also, special mention of our anesthesia team, Dr. The cardiac anesthetist, has always been there for any emergency and capacity. And that gives a lot of confidence that there is somebody who also looking for guidance of the patient. I mean, there have been patients who crashed in the cath lab and immediately they were shocked and revived. So this has been possible because of the team effort. And also, big thank you to all the doctors in Bahrain who have reposed their faith in us and who have referred their patients to us and allowed us to treat their patients. And lastly, I'd like to say on this occasion of World Heart Day, as the theme goes, use heart to support your heart. So the heart concept is as a nation, as a government, and then as an individual. So as an individual, what you can do? So you can protect yourself by means of having preventive heart checkups. Do a preventive heart checkup. If earlier the concept was, the heart disease starts at 60 years or 70 years. But we see nowadays younger and younger patients, people in their 30s, people in their 40s having heart attacks. Prevention should begin very, very early. Starting, anybody who says about the age of 30 years, I would say, start off with annual checkup, know your numbers. What is your cholesterol number like? What is your blood pressure? What is your sugar? And get these things checked, get these things treated, and hopefully we can go a long way in preventing cardiovascular disease in the area. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Doctor, for sharing this rich information and important knowledge. Now, I would like to welcome Dr. Sheikh Fox, consulting interventional cardiologist, on the stage to deliver his keynote speech. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I wish you a very happy and healthy World Heart Day, because we are celebrating World Heart Day on 29. For that, I wish you all a happy and healthy World Heart Day. I take this opportunity to thank the management of BSH and Apollo to give me this opportunity to be part of this beautiful hospital, beautiful group, and to be able to come to this beautiful country and help this beautiful people over there. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Qasim, Dr. Naja, Dr. Rat for giving me this opportunity. We have achieved 500 plus of cath lab cases here, which may seem to be just a number. 500 seem to be just a number, but 500 also means that we have helped 500 people, saved 500 lives, and made them functional in our society. Some of these people are bankers, some of these people are CEOs of some companies, some of them are managers of construction company. So it definitely helps the society when we help these people. My experience in coming to Bahrain is nothing but a pleasant surprise. Bahrain is a beautiful country with beautiful people, with beautiful hearts. But what saddens me often, sometimes, to see people in their 30s or 40s or 45s in early adulthood coming with acute MIs and acute heart attacks, which saddens me. The reasons are many. We know the reasons, that unhealthy lifestyles, sedentary lifestyles, unhealthy diet, uncontrolled diabetes, hypertension, smoking and all that. We know the reasons. But one of the very simple reasons that I would like to add is that we have stopped listening to our bodies. We have delegated that task to a gadget, to an Apple Watch, to a smart device. We are relying on a smartwatch to tell us what our body wants to tell us. I'm not saying that's not important. That is important. That is an additional tool to, prevent things, to detect things early. But please listen to your body. Your body will tell you that, oh, well, I'm not healthy, I need help. Please take me to the doctor, please take me to the specialist. Rather than ignoring those symptoms, rather than telling or reassuring yourself that everything is fine, please take the help of a specialist doctor to tell you everything is fine. I'll share one small incident that I faced here. Few days back, maybe a week back, we had a 51-year-old gentleman who came with complaints of choking sensation in his neck. It happened over a period of 2-3 days, maybe 2-3 occasions. He had a choking sensation and a mild chest discomfort. There was no associated sweating, no radiation to arms, no other symptoms. He is a diabetic, chronic smoker, and a family history of heart disease. His father had an acute MI at the age of early 50s. So he comes to us. Rather, he is brought to the hospital by his son, practically dragged to the hospital because he was not convinced that he has any problem. When he reaches here, when I examine him, he is pain-free, comfortable. Clinical examinations are essentially normal. His echo is normal. ECG shows a mild ischemic changes. I send all the blood tests, including cardiac enzymes. When cardiac enzymes are awaited, I am talking to him. I am convinced that this is acute coronary syndrome because he has risk factors, he has symptoms, and ECG, although it's mild, but I am convinced he has acute coronary syndrome. But he is very hard to convince. I am having much difficulty to convince him that he has acute coronary syndrome, and I am trying to convince him that he needs an angiogram to confirm or rule out. In the meantime, when I am talking to him, he had again a chest discomfort, some uneasiness, and this time he got convinced and I take him to cath lab to perform an angiogram. When I did the angiogram, not only I, the patient, his family, all were surprised to see the angiogram. He had a critical subtotal occlusion of his right coronary artery that was going to be occluded any time. So we immediately fixed that artery, implanted the stent, and his artery was flowing fine, and his heart was saved. The point I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to make is, please listen to your body. Please don't ignore your symptoms. Prevention is better than cure, but when you come in time, we reiterate this concept of golden period, and that is very important in case of heart. If we lose that golden period, you are going to lose the chunk of heart muscles, maybe life also. So please listen to your body, go for preventive checkups periodically, rely on specialist doctors for your diagnosis rather than diagnosing yourself, and be healthy and peaceful. That is all I want to say. And a beautiful, happy, healthy life.
Thanks for sharing the rich information and important knowledge. I would like to welcome Dr. Prashant, Clinical and Preventive Cardiovascular Medicine, consulting cardiologist on the stage to deliver his keynote speech. Welcome.
Thank you all for inviting me for I would like to share my experience here, and I've been very, very fortunate to be working in Bahrain Specialist Hospital for more than 8 years now. And I give all the credit to the management, Dr. Qasim, Dr. Najar, and Dr. Azawi for picking me up and giving me the opportunity to work. And I am so blessed that I am the person who has seen the revolutionary change in the field of cardiology when it comes to private sector in Bahrain. So I've been very blessed, I've been very lucky to see the cath lab to be implanted here in our hospital, which was probably the dream of Dr. Najar and Dr. Qasim. And I have been also blessed because I have elder brothers like Dr. Aziz and Dr. Baksh, and fatherly figure like Dr. Gyan Shekhar, who is a cardiothoracic surgeon, who have been guiding me in every clinical aspects, and I get a lot of knowledge from them. And I would like to share one of my experiences here is that I recently was referred a patient from Dr. Nagar. He was a 73-year-old gentleman who had been complaining of epigastric chest discomfort for many months. And to our surprise, he was very good in walking. There was no effort angina, there was no effort chest pains. He was not having any other constitutional symptoms like sweating or low blood pressure or dizziness. So, and he had visited a lot of hospitals in private and also in the government sector. And unfortunately, this gentleman was only offered the PPI or antacid, which are the regular medications, thinking that this is just a epigastric discomfort, dyspepsia, or something related to GI issues. And when this patient was referred to me, for my surprise, we did a cardiovascular examination, which was absolutely unremarkable, with the EKG being normal, with the echocardiography being normal. But our suspicion was high because regarding the age and ethnicity, we suspected that we must go ahead and do a stress test on him to see what is going on. Because he was not benefiting from the traditional medicines that he was given by the non-cardiology branch of people like gastroenterology. So we went ahead and did a stress test on him, and it's revealed that in 3 minutes of exercise, we started having the epigastric discomfort, and the ECG was showing significant changes. And there was we went the diagnosis there, and then I informed the intervention team, Dr. Baksh and Dr. Aziz, that we have a positive stress test here, and this guy will require emergency coronary angiogram to see what is the burden of coronary artery disease we are looking at. And as we all know that we took him for a CAP, and it revealed a left antler descending artery to have a very critical stenosis of 90%. And this patient was then posted for the revascularization. So what I want to say is that there are many myths regarding cardiovascular disease, that young patients don't require any evaluation by the cardiologist. This was all myths. These days, I think other than the diet and lack of exercise, which already my colleagues have told you, it's the stress level also that we all have to look into. That a lot of people, the young generation, the millennium, they are going into a lot of stress. And they have a very aggressive behavior. They can't even take the failures very correctly. They become very negative, very slow. So I feel that other than the lifestyle modifications by diet and exercising, stress is also one of the factors that we must take in account, and we must spread the message to everyone that even younger individuals can get cardiovascular diseases. If you look at the literature, the coronary artery disease, atherosclerosis, starts even as young as 18 years of age. So we must all try to encourage our young generation also that you must listen to your body, as Dr. Sheikh has pointed out. We don't need to be, be a slave of watches and all those things that, okay, my watch is telling it's time to go for a jog, so I will go. Not a good idea. We all should do exercise of at least 35 minutes a day, if not more. And we must try to keep our diets as low as in the carbohydrate, but most importantly, we keep our mind relaxed. We are stressed out. This can actually cause a lot of spasm in the coronary arteries, which can even lead to early premature coronary artery disease. Thanking you all once again for listening to my experience. And I wish you all a very happy World Month. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor, for your sharing rich experience and important knowledge. Dr. Binana Sikar, consulting cardiothoracic surgeon, to give this keynote speech.
I'd like to thank patients on management and other management and still work here. So my speech in basic is 5 months. Theme today is to convey the message to governments and parts of the that is awareness and lifestyle management. And not only that, we want to show the way. We have a facility here, 24/7. We get together, we get to the cardiologist, international cardiologist, supporting is there. In past 1 month, recent 20 days or 1 month, I did 6 or 7 camps, and I saw nearly 200 patients, 200. My government, 5 or 6 silent illness. And around 30% of them they require ECG, echo, and DM. Because most of them have diabetes, hypertension, hypercholesterol, again, smoke, smoking, all those things. So, thank you very much for the
Thanks for sharing this rich, important information. Trust that all delivered keynote presentation were of a great value in the knowledge and practice orbit. And it's a great opportunity to highlight that we are in BSH base our excellence and advancement on the capital of such portfolio of expertise and know-how. Up to date, BSH is proud and glad that 500 cath lab procedures were successfully performed. This milestone and achievement is an outcome of dedicated and collaborative efforts, multidisciplinary members, supported by our partner Apollo Heart Center, and efficient state-of-art technology development. Now, we would like to start awarding distinguished team members. It will be great honor to welcome Dr. Qasim and Dr. Azzawi to award the members. Please welcome to the stage. Dr. Abdulaziz Asad Mohammed, interventional cardiologist, direct cath lab Dr. Prashant, clinical and prevention cardiovascular medicine consultant cardiologist. Dr. Sheikh Box, consulting interventional cardiologist. Dr. Gnana Sikar, consulting cardiothoracic surgeon. Dr. Devender Reddy Injam. Dr. Khalid Bintani, consulting interventional cardiologist. Dr. Sharif Mashaba, consulting vascular and endovascular surgeon. Dr. Muthu Subramanian, interventional radiologist. Binson Nafio, cath lab staff. Deepan Limoso, cath lab staff. Paskara Bandi, cath lab staff. Raja Ashok, cath lab staff. Dana Lakshmi, cath lab staff. Naeem Sheikh, cath lab staff. Suzanne Castro, cath lab staff. Mariama Mafio, cath lab staff. Dania, cath lab staff. Wala Ali Ahmed, cath lab staff. Anama Daniel, cath lab staff. Alona Romas, ICU staff. Lisha Sani, ICU staff. Jansi George, ICU staff. Sriraj Raju, ICU staff. Sunajan Siju, ICU staff. Priti, ICU staff. Anjala Diman, ICU staff. Rima Rajavan, ICU staff. Dino Ani, ICU staff. Anisha, ICU staff. Kilinton Raja, ER staff. Arya VC, ER staff. Christine Kazmin, respiratory therapist. Margarita, respiratory therapist. Our partners in our sector are valuable catalysts for success. We would like to welcome them to raising community awareness on the risk of development cardiovascular disease. Dr. B.B. Shurian, former Chief of Medical Emergency Ceremony and Medical Complex. Dr. Mohammed Salem Bati, Senior Nursing Specialist, Salmania Medical Complex. Dr. Iqbal, Chief Resident Emergency Medicine, Salmania Medical Complex. Dr. Shayma Sayed, Consulting Cardiologist, Shifa Jazeera. Mr. Ahmed Mohammed Abdullah, Muharrak, Equestrian Academy. Ms. Lamia Ibrahim from Al-Ayam from Akhbar Khalid. Ms. Khadija Ali Hamadati, Al-Ayam newspaper. Miss Alison Lily White from Delphi Daily News.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Ali Mahmoud, local BH. Mr. Sakib from Madayama. Mr. Roy Matthew from Akhbar Khalid. Dr. Musu. Rana Lakshmi. Last but not least, I would like to welcome Mr. Praveen, COO to the Board of Plans. Please welcome.
Before that, I just wanted to mention that the minute I had to leave because Dr. Najah told me she has been very busy today. She wanted to be with us, but unfortunately she has a full schedule of endoscopies. But she is with us here in spirit because this was only possible with her effort to establish not only the cath lab but the hospital itself. And I'm very glad to say that we are approaching our 20th anniversary, and I hope that we will have a similar gathering very soon to celebrate our 20th anniversary. So best thanks to you all from Dr. Najah, and I hope that you will be with us on the other occasions.
morning to all of you. I wish you a very happy, very hard day. Usually, the vote of thanks, happens at the end, and then I could see few people, but that the forum is good. So I thought I'd speak a little more about World Heart Day. See, our distinguished media people are here. So I would like to, give a big thanks to these media people, especially to create awareness. I used to call some of my media friends, especially when I see the newspaper. Every day, when I look at the newspaper, I could see at least one death just because of the cardiac issues. At least one death I could see. And it's all preventable. It's all preventable. It could have been easily handled. But unfortunately, because of lack of awareness, like the doctor said, just because of the lack of awareness, it's happened. Who lost? He lost. His family lost. The community lost. But small things that can really help their lives. So I was talking to Zaki, Fatima. I could see it's not one, at least 2 or 3 I could see every day in the newspaper. This is the most difficult situation which happens to every family. So I would encourage and I would say, I would say big thanks to my media team that, please continue your efforts. Dr. Ashish was talking to me that I am pushing the team for creating more awareness. This is just because that I am also a layman. This can happen to me also. This can happen to my family also. So just to prevent that one, that I am creating this one. And then this country benefit from whatever that we have set it up here with the help of Apollo. And then we have a big team, we have the best team here in this country. And please utilize that facility. Thanks to my whole big team, my family. And I would say big thanks to them. It's not just 500 numbers that they saved. They have saved a lot of people other than the 500 procedures what they performed. So my only request to my team members, please be healthy because doctors are the laziest people to take care of their health. Please take care of your health and please take care of others' health. Okay? Thanks a lot once again. And my whole crew members, my other family, my technicians, my nurses, everyone, they are putting a lot of effort to save his life. Thanks a lot to my family, and we really appreciate your effort and keep continuing that. And the whole team, I don't know that I have left someone, but my marketing team, they're putting a lot of efforts to create this awareness. Thanks a lot for that. And that handshake is for you. And thanks a lot to everyone and for attending this particular program. Keep creating awareness. Keep your efforts in creating your own health and then create awareness among the people. Thank you. Thanks once again.
Thank you, Mr. Praveen, for the speech. We will not make it very long because we have a special cutting cake ceremony to share and enjoy. Please welcome all of you to the stage to cut up the cake and have a wonderful photograph with high tea.
Okay.